Hello, everyone. Good morning. It's 9:45. Where, when I'm actually streaming this. I'm TK, and this is Coach on the Rocks. Lovely to see all of you again. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know that you're here. Um, and let's get cracking. Because today I've read a very nice article by two wonderful ladies, Sarah and Helen, if I remember the names correctly. I never uh, remember, and I have it written, but it's really dark, not to um bring additional light to my Sky office and for me to look reasonable on screen. So I always have to remember names. But it's all about kicking yourself into gear in your career development after the summer. And they provide some wonderful tips. Have a look at their profiles. They're both linking the article. And one of it, which is the wonderful 1 week learning sprint. Brilliant idea. You might want to try it. But what I wanted to explore is why should you? And why is it so difficult to get back on a path of learning? Yeah, the end of summer, September, kids are going to school. So it's a good moment to actually start learning. But learning is absolutely and completely difficult. I know many people that were very happy to end their education. What was it? Isaac Asimov, a prolific science fiction author of the 20th century, said, education is not something you can end. And I agree with him. Absolutely. The author of The Foundation, good show on Apple. Do watch it. Classic science fiction. I'm glad that it has a rebirth, but it's not the topic of today's Coach on the Rocks. If you want to have a classic science fiction discussion in messages or comments, but it is difficult for many people to learn, and theoretically, it gets older the more you age. Neuroscience has disproved the notion that our brains are physically incapable of creating new neurons and connections when we get older. That's bonkers. But what is true is we get set in our ways, right? An old tree is difficult to, uproot and put somewhere else. And we do believe that, we know what we know, it is what it is, so let's just stop. And I think it's important to consider this particular point of view and also be honest with yourself, right? If you have trauma regarding learning, if it was never something you've liked to do, it will not be easy now. If you've always liked learning, chances are you've been always learning throughout your life. Summer or not, New Year's resolutions, um, I'm preaching to the choir. What I think is important is what happens if you stop learning. Obviously, you will see that, people can get ahead. Your experience will build up, but people will come in with new skills and surprise you. You might not be able to grow your career as much as you want to. And as always, I think things are easier done when they're done one piece at a time. If every September or every month, if you set yourself a goal to learn something new, it's really helpful. Now, the best way of learning is actually to teach others. So maybe sign up to lead a lunch and learn at work, which will motivate you to learn something. Maybe do a webinar here on LinkedIn, or ask me to be a guest on our podcast to learn something new. These wonderful occasions will motivate you to learn. Many of us need external motivation, and it's not a shame, especially for difficult things. I'm very good at creating myself goals and milestones that I need to meet to get these difficult things underway. I can talk about it for days. But what is the most important part is use the occasions, use the September rush for learning, use the New Year's resolutions, use anything you can to your advantage. And I know you'll say you don't have time for learning, and that's fine. It's all optional, right? We all make the choices we want to make, but do make the choice, right? Consider again one of the maybe I should change the title of my show to not the coach on the rocks, but make choices. Ah, the choice coach. Oh, I'll have to write it down for some future branding. Having said that, think about it, make your choice, read the article because there's some great tips there. And as always, hopefully make 9:45 if you're in 9,000 here in London or other hour, whatever your time zone is, a part of your habit because hopefully you're enjoying our small chats. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Oh, and as always, like pressing the wrong button. That doesn't matter.